Enough is enough! Now I'm planting the seed to grow my own JDK.
Hey guys, how's it going? It's definitely summer in the city now, so I thought it's a good idea to do an outside shot today, even if the Logitech cam thinks that Comic Colors is the best background it can provide. Today we will have some more real rock and roll, because we will download the source code of the OpenJDK and compile our own Java runtime environment using Visual C++ Community Edition. Here we go. The definitive starting point when you want to compile your own Java runtime environment is this website from OpenJDK, building the JDK, and this is rather huge, loaded with a lot of information that you possibly never need to compile your own JRE. Actually, there is a short version at the top, and this is what we want to follow, actually not completely but nearly this way. So the first thing you actually need is the source code, and there is the first caveat when you are compiling on Windows like I do, because when you are downloading the source code using git clone, typically git on Windows will replace the endings by crlf, and this is what must not happen, because for building the JDK you will not use the original bash that comes with Git. You need to use a different bash, because there will be some bash scripts not running otherwise. And that other bash you are using is from cyclin, and cyclin has a problem with CRLF. So to make things short, what you have to do is the following. Step number one, download Git for Windows from this website. Here's the download button, and then install it and go into the Git bash. Inside of Git bash, we have to take care that auto crlf is disabled when downloading with git clone, and to do that just type git config double dash global, and then the property name is core auto crlf blank false, and let's check the setting. Just remove false and it is switched off, and now we can do the git clone as we have seen on the website. I will not perform it actually because it downloads for a rather long time. It's a huge project. And when we're done, then we have to install step number two, which is cyclin. Cyclin can be downloaded from this website, and actually you do not download cyclin, you download an installer, and the installer will do all the downloads in turn. It will need rather long time until everything is downloaded, but when you have installed it, then open the cyclin bash, which is different from the git bash that you already have seen. Go into the cyclin bash, and inside of the cyclin bash we do the next steps. You can find the cyclin bash on your file system. In the root folder, go to cyclin64, and inside of that you have here this Windows batch file, and when you double click it, this is the cyclin bash, and we need this one. For building the OpenJDK, you definitely need to have a JDK installed on your disk already, because we need Java compiler from that one to compile the new source code. So for the bootstrapping, for the very first time, we just need to download a pre-built OpenJDK, and in my case, it was from Adopt OpenJDK. It was Java 16 for Windows. You can use this one or a different one, it doesn't care. And the last brick of technology that you need to download and install is a C++ compiler. And since I am compiling for the Windows platform, I need the one from Microsoft, which is Visual Studio Community Edition. It contains not only the compiler but also the header files that are needed to compile for the Windows API. So we download this one and install it, and you will not see it in the video because it needs some time. Just do it. When you're on Linux, you're certainly better off because the Linux compiler will be with your operating system already by chance. Back to our original list of steps which we have to perform. We are still with step number 1 actually, but we're done with that. And now we're going to step number 2, which is run configure. And it's really as easy as running configure because everything is in place where the script expects it. So we can directly go to step number 3 in this video. You can do configure without me watching it doing, I'm pretty sure. And now we do make images. After you have run the configuration inside of the cyclin bash window, we will do the make images command, which will take possibly hours. At least it needed very long time on my old slow laptop. I have a faster laptop now, but still it will be much too long for this video. So just do the same command I do inside of the cyclin bash, and it will look like that. It will compile everything, all the C files, all the Java files, and bundle it together and then explode it on disk so that it looks like a freshly installed pre-built JDK, just as if you would have downloaded it from the web. And as I said, it will take very long time. So now it's time to drink a coffee, or possibly 2 or 3, or do the dishes or the washing or whatever. So come here when you're done again. Next, we want to use our self-compiled JDK, and for that we need to locate it on disk, because if we just do Java C to use the compiler, it will tell us it's Java 16, but we have compiled Java 17, and it's pretty clear why, because if we locate the compiler on disk, then it says it's the bootstrapping compiler that we pre-installed to build the JDK. So we have to find out where is our new compiler, and we can do that with find -name javac exe, and there it is. This is the one that we have just compiled and put on disk, and this is the place where the complete installation will be located. This is a complete JDK that you can use from your IDE, for example. So let's do that. If you're using Eclipse, for example, you can simply configure it to use a different JRE. So we have here to install JREs, which is Java 16, which is the bootstrapping JDK that I installed, and we can press add and select the place where we find the installation. So here you can see this is the location we found using the find command, and we just give it that folder, and inside of the folder you can see this is exactly what a JDK looks like inside, and it was built just today. Today is July the 3rd, and I select the folder and Eclipse is happy. It finds everything it needs in that folder, and we can press finish, and if we want we could even click here to make it the default JDK to compile. So now we're done. We compiled our own JDK and our IDE is fine, and we can start using our self-made JDK. Okay guys, maybe it looked a lot of work to make the build process work, but actually it was not so hard to do. And once you compiled the JDK once, it will compile very much faster, so you only need very few minutes if you change something in the JDK and want to give it a try in a compiled binary. So I hope you had as much fun with the video as I had, and this is really rock and roll, and you will contribute to OpenJDK soon with your own tweaks or features or bug fixes or whatever, and we will see in the next episode. And before that, I hope you give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, press the bell to get a notification when a new video is there, and I hope I see you in one of the conferences. My talks were accepted for next conference is EclipseCon and Java from Stuttgart, so hopefully we meet there virtually. See you until next time. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe, and as always, party on.